Dr. Erin again. Here we are a couple more weeks into our Couch to 5K and a couple more weeks into Fit Happens. Last time I was on, we did a little section on strengthening specific to running, and today we're going to do a stretching. There's controversy always. You can always find information in support of lots of different theories. The theory I stick with is dynamic stretching before exercise is great because it takes your muscles through a range of motion that they're going to be doing throughout the exercise. And then once they're all warmed up after the dynamic stretching and the exercise is a good time to statically stretch because they're already warm, and then you get a couple more millimeters of stretch on there without damaging or risk of injury. So we're just going to go through a couple things. We're going to do 3 of each about today. I'm going to start with something specific, like I said, to the Couch to 5K, to running. There are many different stretches, but here's a few. First, we're going to do just some leg swings. This gets our hip flexors and our hip extensors nice and warm. Just swing it through there. You can use the wall or a stair or something, or a brick ledge if you're outside. And do about 20 on each side. You'll notice it gets easier as you go, and your leg might get higher and higher. You might get more stable. Okay, and that hits the hip flexor and hip extensors. And we're going to do that. You can just face the wall this way and do it side to side. Now in here, we're not trying to get our leg up to the sky or anything. We're just sort of warming things up. The goal here is actually to warm up the inside and outside leg, which are knee stabilizers, while we run. So do those. You do them on each side. These hit the abductors and adductors, they're called, which are very important in running and stabilizing the hip and the knee. Then you can just do a couple, do about 20 of those swings either way. And then maybe 10 of these. These are hip openers. Same idea, just hitting different parts of the muscle because your knee is now bent. So a little more focus on the hip openers. And once you've done that, we're going to do some walking lunges. You might think of lunges as a strength exercise, which of course they are, but they're also a great way to dynamically warm up the muscles as you're going to run. So because we're doing this as a stretch, there's no need to do a million of these, just walk out 7 or so, turn around, walk back. Key here is get the knee to the ground slowly, so you're not banging down or anything. You want to go slowly through the motion and still warming up those muscles for specific to running. So those are some dynamic exercises to get you going. Then once we're done running, doing our exercise, let's go over some static things that are going to stretch some of the similar ones. This to me is the most important one for a lot of our society, people that are in the car a lot. I always talk about this because we're just such a flex society, even our go, go, go mentality where we're going all the time. So this is going to get the hip flexor. You're going to start like this, and then you're going to push your hips forward. What we're looking for here is a stretch through here. It's good to stabilize yourself with this side and get that arm back. Now this you're going to really feel, and it's going to feel good. But you're going to be surprised at how tight that flexor is. And just hold that and really get into it. Here is the key. This is so important to prevent back pain as well. I see this all the time in my office. And then you're going to switch and do the other side. Forward first, feel the stretch here, then add the stretch with the arm up. That is key. That's one I want you to concentrate on. If you only have time for one, that's the one to do. Then you've seen this one before, I'm sure. This hits the quadricep. It's simple, just grab the leg. You can stabilize with a wall. Now, the important thing with all these stretches and exercises is everything in life. Do it with intention. Don't just grab the leg out here. This isn't doing anything. You're wasting your time. Do it with intention. Have your knee facing straight down. Grab your foot. Concentrate. Envision the muscle you're working on, where you feel the stretch. Envision it lengthening. And hold. And you can do that both sides as well. Then we're going to hit the calves, again, against a wall. We're doing the back leg now. Lean in. Notice my knee is straight. Common injuries in running: plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis, calf strains. This is all for that. We're working that posterior lower leg muscle here. The thing about the calf is it's made up of two muscles, the gastroc and the soleus. One of them crosses the knee, one does not. It's important to hold this stretch, again with intention, and then do it again and just bend that back knee. You're going to feel the stretch hits a little bit lower, closer to the Achilles. And that's because, of course, one crosses the knee, so you're turning it off. You're hitting both muscles. This one's a little deeper. I'm going to take that stretch a little bit further where you're still hitting the calf, but getting a little bit more specific to the plantar fasciitis. Plantar fascia, for those with plantar fasciitis. Just go up to a stair if you can. And just drop your heels down. You put the stair right at the edge, the ball of the feet, stabilize. You can come up and then eccentrically drop the heels down below the level plane. This is good for the whole posterior chain. And if you can relax your heels, you'll feel it under your feet on the plantar fascia. And this is really good for the whole posterior chain, finishing at that plantar fascia to prevent that fasciitis. All right, that's great. Those are some dynamic and static stretches, and hopefully that keeps you a little bit more injury-free. Stay hydrated. See you next week. Bye-bye.